Hey, what's going on? This is Mark from Automate Your Hustle. In this quick video, I want to introduce you to a very awesome AI tool that's just hit the market called Manus. And Manus is an AI agent, which is completely different from a chatbot. A chatbot, you could think of being able to do singular commands, access something to give us a response, very similar to what you would do into ChatGPT. Manus is completely autonomous, means it actually will think for itself, almost kind of like a project manager. You give it something that you want it to do, and then it's going to go out, it's going to do all the research, it's going to think for itself to figure out what's going to be the best route to take. You don't have to keep interacting and giving it commands. And then once it actually does all its research, compiles its data, it brings back exactly what you asked for. And I think the best way is just to kind of show you from one of the use cases they have on their website. So you click to the website, it's going to be manus.im, and you click here to apply for access. And then you just put in your email address and why you think Manus would be cool for you and your business and submit requests. I've already done that. So hopefully once I get access to it and I can actually start playing around with it, I'll do a follow-up video on building out some projects in it. But very nice website. I definitely suggest you watch the video here, and they have some really cool case studies where you can just see how powerful Manus actually is. So I'm going to click on this button here for explore more use cases, different ones here. And this one here, what I poke out is like find potential customers, because I think as business owners, we're always looking at how can we find potential customers. So in this case, how can you use AI to help you find more potential customers? Now, if you were to do this with ChatGPT, you can say, describe your business model. And here, this is going to be what the prompt is. And as you can see, Mantis is already doing its thing. I'm going to try to actually come back to the top while it's kind of running. But you can kind of see what this prompt is. We're tech consulting. We need to target American companies in the United States, in the development stage, who need AI power and tech, and we basically want to make a dashboard. So this is what the prompt is. And as you can see, Magnus is collecting all this research here on the left side. On the right side, it's running an internet. It's actually doing all of these things at the same time. And the data is just flowing at the very bottom here. The goal is, as we said, we wanted it to do this research for us, and we wanted to give us a dashboard link. So now I'm going to go all the way to the very bottom here. And it says, great news. I successfully deployed the B2B AI company's dashboard to a public network. You can click here to access it now. And bam, just like that. Literally, I don't know how long I've been talking to you guys, maybe less about a minute since I've actually clicked on that use case button. But Magnus has done all of that research to find all of these companies in the AI technology space. It's put them in dashboards here where you can actually click on them and go to the websites. Like all of these links here are actually clickable, so it's done all this research. It's literally not using stale data. It's going to the internet, it's searching and finding everything. So now if you were to take this same prompt here and put that there, let's just see what it does. So it basically says, based on your specifications, here's a list of 15 B2B American companies in development stage. And so you can see the data is completely different. The way they function, they search differently here. And it says you can actually use something like Power BI or Tableau. Now, if I want to create the dashboard, I have to go back in and ask it to help me. And the thing is, ChatGPT actually can't really create these dashboards for you. It can only give you the steps so you can create the dashboard yourself. But Manus can take the data and then actually give you an actual visual website where you can see the data here that you asked for. So like I said, I don't know about you, but that is super cool. And that's just one of these use cases. There's so many different ones. Like even if you were planning a trip to Japan in April, let's just take a quick look at that one here. I'm going to just look at the prompts while it's doing its thing. So it's already doing here. You see it's running. It's looking at all these different websites. And if we were to look at the prompt, you can see it here. It's basically saying I need a 7-day Japan itinerary from the 15th to the 23rd to Seattle with a $2,500 to $5,000 budget for my fiance and my wife. Super awesome. I got married about coming up actually on my 2-year anniversary. And just think, instead of me having to do all that research, so it gave me all of these documents here completely in like Microsoft Word. So like I can actually click on this one here It gave me an actual handbook with the itinerary. So I'm actually going to click on preview here. I'm going to see if I can actually open this up in a bigger window. So I'm just going to kind of like scroll down here. So as you can see, it gives me all these different things here. If I scroll back to the top, phrases to help actually know the language when I go there. What else do we have here? Different routes to different places. So that's, like I said, a complete difference between an autonomous AI agent where it's almost like they're a project manager. You give it a command to do, and it will go out. It would actually do the thinking and then come back with the best proposal for you. Whereas, with OpenAI, we didn't get the same type of outputs. Now, on the flip side, OpenAI, aka ChatGPT, is developing something very similar to Manus. It's going to be called the Operator. And the Operator, when it comes out, like I said, very similar to Manus, it's going to be like $200 a month. So you're going to be able to go into OpenAI and use the ChatGPT Operator and give it a command, and it'll do something very similar to what we just saw in Manus. But right now you might be paying $20 a month for your membership. If you want to use the Operator with ChatGPT, you're going to be looking at $200 a month. Now, mind you, $200 a month for what you're actually getting, literally almost like a full-time personal assistant that thinks, that can work 24/7. $200 a month isn't expensive. Managed prices is going to be completely aggressive. Managed is going to be $2 per single task. So it's going to be more task-based versus like a monthly base. But it's looking at about 1/10 of what the ChatGPT Operator is going to be. And it already is surpassing it in power. Like, if you go back to the Manus website here and benchmarks, you can see that right now they are leading the way with this model that they just released here. And geez, the pricing is 1/10 of what you're going to get with the Operator with ChatGPT. So definitely something to look out for. Like I said, if you haven't already, I suggest highly to get on waiting list so you can start testing this out. From what I understand here, just at looking at this article, it's going to be free while it's still in the testing phase. And then once you get your invite code, you may actually have to pay from that standpoint, or you might actually be able to use it free for a certain time period. Now, if you're a business owner and you want to learn how to be able to implement different types of AI functionalities into your business, I definitely suggest you take our 1-minute AI readiness assessment here. It's only going to take you less than 1 minute, 12 questions to answer. It's going to tell you where you stack up in your business and where AI is going to be able to help you the most. And also, the coolest thing about this assessment is I built this completely with AI. This assessment here was built completely with an AI autonomous tool, just like Manus. So definitely take the assessment, book a free strategy call to go over results, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video. Peace out.